Alrighty. This is so awkward. I feel like I have my little audience member here.
Hello!
Alrighty. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode. Only so late. Not gonna lie, moving is hard. Like really hard, and college is hard. And you know what? It's okay. We're getting through it. We're cranking through it. We're adjusting. Everything will be fine. But it's okay to not be fine. Just remember that. But today, I am showing one of my favorite meal preps, which is to make little mini frittatas. They're super easy. You can make a bunch ahead of time and then stick them in the fridge, and then they'll last you the whole week. All you gotta do is take a couple out, stick them in the microwave or in a pan, heat them up, eat them, and you're good to go. Super easy way to get protein in there. I like to put veggies with a lot of fiber in there, and it's just all around a really good thing. So I'm gonna get my ingredients out, and you'll see it right now. I hope this is educational. I can only hope. I can only dream. Anyways, what were you gonna say?
We're gonna be like David, what's his name?
Dobrik.
David Dobrik Boggs.
Except without the sexual harassment.
Yeah, we don't
You don't like that
stand
here?
No. Oh my god.
Food safety hack number 1. Oh my god. Because if it's funny, if you're laughing, then people might think I'm funny. And then I'll go viral.
And she's holding around us.
Gesticulating with the
Okay.
knife.
Food safety hack number 1. You're right, don't run around with knives, that's dangerous. But wash your hands before you start cooking. That should be common sense. But sometimes it's not for people. You don't know what's on your hands. You don't know. And then make sure to not touch your hair or your face. I mean, if you're cooking for yourself, it's fine. That's one thing, but especially if you're cooking for other people, get your hair out, get it out of the way. Don't touch your face. Food safety hacks with Cosette. So I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Talking, Cosette's rolling. 3, 2, 1, take one.
Marker.
Marker, take
Okay.
one.
So, like I mentioned, I am eating high fiber. Life hack, kids. Don't get diverticulitis. It's the worst thing in the world, and you're gonna hate your life. So now I have to eat fiber all the time, which isn't too bad, honestly. I'm gonna be real with you. So I got some spinach. Spinach has only 2 fibers in it. But so this is good for me. We got broccoli. Broccoli is nice and fibrous, and probably also has iron because it's leafy, and I don't know. I got some zucchini that I might do. We'll see how much room I got in here, but I love zucchini. I cooked up some breakfast sausage that we had in the freezer. This was really easy. Just stick it in a pan. You don't even need any oil. Just sear it off till it's fully cooked. And I'm gonna do an onion and also a potato because I love carbs, and carbs are a need, and I totally forgot the potato in the closet. But we're gonna pretend that I have the potato right here. Now the trick for this is you're gonna wanna pre-cook all your vegetables, because if you stick them in with the egg and in with the cheese in the oven, your egg is gonna cook way before your veggies are, and then your egg's gonna be overcooked and tough and gross, and no one wants that. So we're gonna pre-cook, not recook, they're raw at the moment. Yeah, let's crack. So make sure you clean your potatoes off really well, because they're obviously really dirty because they grew in the ground, and the ground is dirty. Okay, so I got eggs. I happen to have a crap ton of eggs because my mother sent them along with me. So thanks, Mom. I don't know how I'm gonna eat all these eggs before they go bad, but we're gonna try. I got oat milk because I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't keep normal milk in the house. Am I putting real cheese in this? Absolutely. but I keep real cheese, just not real milk. We got cheese, I got some cheddar and mozzarella. Of course, a necessary need. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna cook up the potatoes and the onion in a pan. But first, I'm gonna chop it up, which is what that's for. So you wanna start with, okay, usually you'd start with the onion, and then you cook the onion first for a little bit. But onions make me cry. Like when I cut into them, no matter what I do, I'm like sobbing, tears are streaming down my face. It's not cute, and I need to be able to see in order to cut these potatoes. So we're gonna do the potatoes first. And you know, this is, you know, Maggie's right. This is my world. Y'all are just living in it, and you're gonna do things by my rules. So
I'm in the wrong.
once you chop something, put it in the bowl, because then you'll have tons of space on your cutting board to cut. It might sound dumb, it also might kind of sound like common sense, but if your cutting board is cluttered, it can get kind of stressful if you're in a rush especially, and it'll help make sure that you're not going to accidentally cut yourself or food won't fall off the cutting board. Overall, good idea. So we're going to start by cubing up the potato and the onion. I need to have a little intro.
Cosette's world. It's Cosette's world, and we are just living in it. Cool.
Wow. Guys, I'm in nursing school.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a nurse.
Do you want to learn about ACE inhibitors? Okay.
I'm gonna do one onion. Life hack, never cut the hairy part. This is what's keeping the onion all together, and that's what's gonna make it easier for you to cut into chunks, mince it, any of it. This is how I like to peel an onion. Poorly is the answer. Onions don't like me, we don't get along, but their flavor is so good that I kind of just have to do with it. It's like an ex-boyfriend you just keep going back to even though you know you shouldn't. Like they hurt you, they make you cry, but like they just seem so nice, you know? I can't relate, but I thought that was a funny story. I'm just gonna chop this into chunks, pretty big chunks about the size that I just cut the potato in. You don't wanna make the chunks too big because then it's gonna take it a really long time to cook. And I have homework to do very soon. And a wedding to edit. I have this vlog to edit, you know, it's gonna be a long night, but I gotta do it all. Let's go get a clove of garlic. Very difficult. I've decided I'm gonna give up on the zucchini. We have enough leafy greens here, and it's the only zucchini I have. It's not even a whole zucchini, and I should probably save it for dinner because, oh my word, I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Probably a couple of these little frittatas. My favorite way to cut garlic is to just smush it under the knife like I just did, and then just give it a rough little chop. It'll kind of mince itself as it cooks because the smush crushes it, essentially. Okay, broccoli is my last bit of prep work. I love Aldi, but why they package their produce like this is so weird to me. What do you mean you've stopped recording? So the stalk is where you're gonna get all that beautiful fiber, and that's what I need. I need all the fiber. I'm not gonna obviously just eat the stalk raw, I'm not a crazy person, but I am gonna keep a pretty decent amount of it on, because it's healthy. You can also do this with frozen broccoli. I just got fresh because it was right there at Aldi, and we have literally no room in our freezer right now, because apparently we all love frozen foods in this house, and it's full. It's full. Also, my mother sent me along with lots of chicken, which is super helpful because chicken is my favorite protein. It's my favorite meat, so it'll definitely get put to use, but there's just a lot of it. So I'm gonna cook the potatoes and the onions first. So I'm just gonna chop up the broccoli and then kind of in small pieces because the frittatas are gonna be pretty small. I realized that I forgot my cupcake tin with my mother. So I have a little pan that's like cast iron and it's kind of crazy, but that's what I'm using today. It should work all the same. But either way, they're still gonna be pretty small. I would recommend using a cupcake pan. I think that's like the perfect little size at home. And in which case my point still stands. You wanna cut your broccoli small so it's in bite-sized pieces. You don't get like a huge honking chunk of broccoli because that's not great. No one wants just broccoli. And I love broccoli, but I don't want just broccoli. Okay, so that marks the end of my prep work. Got all this beautiful broccoli, potato, onion, and garlic. I have my sausage ready to go. I did this ahead of time, which makes it easier. We got all the ingredients all set. So, I got my broccoli all chopped up, ready to go. And my spinach also ready to go. I'm gonna go put it by the pan over here where the potatoes and the onion are cooking in some oil. You'll see a time lapse of that here. So, we are going to finish this out. I have 9 eggs, which is a lot, I know, but I eat a lot, so it's okay. So we're gonna crack all these eggs into this bowl. This is the same one that had the potatoes in it because I'm lazy and don't like doing too many dishes. I got my whisk and I'm not going to be shy with this. I'm going to add a pretty decent amount, like probably half a cup, probably. And then you're going to want to whisk this all together until the eggs are completely smooth. You don't want any chunks of anything. You want the yolk to look pretty much obliterated, same with the whites. So this is going to give you that really smooth texture when you cut into your egg. The smoother, the better. Okay. I almost forgot. To this, you're going to want to make sure you add salt and pepper, just because seasoning's important. That's all. If you don't add it, the egg itself is going to taste really bland, and it's going to just not be on the same level as the veggies, and you don't want that. So now I'm going to prepare the pan that I'm actually going to put the frittatas in when they go in the oven. Alright, so this is the pan I'm using. It's 7. There's 7 little thingies in here, little eggy dudes. So to prepare this, I'm going to put the oven on at, well, let's do 400. I think 400 should be good. And get some cooking spray for this. I'm funny. Okay. And then you're just going to spray this real good because it is cast iron. It's not non-stick, so it's going to stick. So you need to be careful. I'm actually going to do this over the sink because I know better. Like, I am just the clumsiest person alive, and with my luck, the cooking spray would end up on the floor, and then I would trip on the cooking spray because it would make things slippery. And yeah, that's not a disaster I'm looking to enjoy today. So that is all set. My oven's preheating. I'm just waiting on those veggies. I'm gonna go ahead and add the cheese to the egg because I am lazy, and also it's 1,000,000 degrees right now in this place, and I'm gonna save the cheddar for the top. So I'm gonna use the mozzarella. It happens to be in the bag. I hope this is mine, not Siggy's, but I'm pretty sure it came from my house. If not, Cindy, I owe you a bag of cheese. But I think that's a compromise we can work with. So I'm gonna add a pretty hefty, like a handful of cheese. Cheese is good, I love cheese. And then I'm gonna stick this back in the fridge because obviously I don't want it to get too hot because then it'll just become a breeding ground for foodborne illnesses, and I really don't have time for that. Like, I have no time to deal with that, so we're not doing that today. Alrighty, that's about all I can do for now while I wait for the veggies to cook. So yeah, see y'all in a few minutes when I assemble these little babies. Alrighty, so my veggies are all nice and cooked in here. Super excited. I did cook some of the spinach in here, but I will put some more in it as well, because spinach is good. So this is my sausage. I'm gonna put a decent amount of this in here. Let's see how much I don't want them to be too meat heavy, but obviously protein is good. Again, I'm just crumbling it up even more so it'll be nice small bite-sized pieces. First step, spoon into the cups. I'm going to scoop the veggies and the meat into the bottom of each of these. I should have chopped up the veggies smaller, but it's fine, you live, you learn. So I'm kind of doing like a little small layer at the bottom of it because veggies are good. You don't want to pack it in too tightly because then the egg won't be able to get all in those crevices. And we want the egg. So now I have my cheese in with the egg. I'm gonna add, JK, I'm gonna leave that for the top. Trust my instincts. Okay, I guess I'm using a ladle because that seems to be the best thing that I have right now. One thing I didn't mention, but I meant to, was after you touch raw eggs, make sure you wash your hands really, really well because eggs can carry some foodborne illnesses, and that is bad. Oh my goodness, there's a hole in the center and I totally didn't even fill it. And now we're just going to fill these up. Try not to make too much of a mess in the process. You don't want them too full because you don't really want a catastrophe in the oven, but you want them pretty full. You're going to wind up covering basically all of the vegetables in there. I feel like you're judging me.
I'm not judging. We just looked at each other at the same time.
Megan, I made eye contact.
We had a Rooney moment.
We had a moment. It's meant to be.
A transaction of roomy affection.
Okay, Now we're gonna top these with a little bit of cheese. It's so hot in here, the cheese is like basically melting in the bag. It's kind of gross. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna stick a little bit of spinach in each cup there on top. Alright, we're gonna go stick these in the oven until the eggs are all nice and solid, because that's the only thing that needs to cook. All the veggies are all cooked, the meat's all cooked, the eggs just need to be solid and safe to eat. So I'm gonna throw these in and then I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're coming out.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of
it's
them.
pansexual
Oh.
because they're in a pan.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
I'm funny.
You are. You need what are those drum wrists? Like the
Yep. Alright,
Wait,
camera's gonna die as per usual, so we're gonna give this sucker a sample. Just gonna scrape it out of here. This is probably gonna be my, oh, okay. Well, I guess I did not put enough nonstick spray. Ooh, she hot. Okay. You make me get the macro camera to look good. Alright, so this is it out of the tin. It is really hot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why I'm surprised. It was a 400-degree oven and a cast iron skillet.
Will this make it to the blooper reel? May we never know. Anyways, okay, you can start now.
Okay, my camera died, but we're back. It's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna give this a try, and thankfully it got to cool off while we were having some technical difficulties. But I am ready because I'm also really hungry, so this better taste really good. Ooh. Wait. Ooh. The sweetness from the onion, because we sauteed it before, is so good. The breakfast sausage does have like a hint of spice to it, which is so nice. The potato just adds that little bit of carb that you just want. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I wake up in the morning, I need carbs in me, and that fills that void. Can't really taste the spinach, which honestly, I'm okay with. Spinach doesn't really taste like, wow. Spinach doesn't really taste like much, so it's cool that it's just in there adding nutritional value without any weird flavors. And the broccoli is perfectly cooked. Because I cooked the veggies first, I took it out of the oven as soon as the egg was fully cooked through. It helped it not overcook, and it's so soft and tender. Don't forget to add your cheese, because the cheese is really what makes this. It just adds a whole bit of flavor to it. That's it for me. I just threw a whole pan of this in the oven for my roommates tomorrow. Because I didn't know what to do with all our breakfast sausage that was left over. So hopefully they like it just as much as I do, because it needs to get eaten. So, oh, this is good. I'm so hungry. I have been waiting to eat dinner till I finish this. And now this is my dinner. Anyways, that is all for me. That is it for tonight. Please like and subscribe down below. Hit that little box. Hit those little thumbs. You open up the description box. I got all my social medias down there. My TikTok, but I've been trying to post weekly too. Will I stick to it? Who knows? But we're gonna try. And my Instagram and my Facebook page, which is hooked up to my Instagram. So if you're not a huge Instagram person, all my posts will pop up right there as well. And that is it for me. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye. I started crying.
Yes, so subscribe.
I'll just put that up there. Y'all are about to see the really weird process of
I
what
love
happens
how
before
it-
and after a vlog.
I love how it like focuses so well.
I know.
Like it focuses. Hello, my name is Megan. I'm Cosette's roommate. Oh.
I kind of want to be able to see more. Can you see any of the counter though?
See the.
I know
You can see the camera though.
see the camera.
You can see the camera.
Wait, over this side.